Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. For today's video, I'm going to be doing a comparison video between two fragrances. They are the same fragrance. One is the EDT and one is the EDP version. So this is Chanel Chance Eau Tendre and this is the EDT version and this is the EDP version. So I am going to be getting into those fragrances, explaining the notes, what differences I see in these fragrances, if it's worth it to have both, if they're different, if they're the same. We're going to get into all of that. Before I get started, if you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Amy. I do videos on all things girly, especially fragrance. If you like that type of content, don't forget to subscribe before you leave today's video. And if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. I'm so happy to have you here with me today, and I appreciate all of the love and the support. With that said, let's get into today's All right, guys, so I did mention to you guys that I wanted to start doing more of these videos where I kind of go into two fragrances. That one is the EDT version, which is the Eau de Toilette, and then one is the EDP version, which is the Eau de Parfum. What is the difference between that? It's supposed to be the concentration of the oils in the perfume. So the Eau de Toilette has a little bit less oils in it. The Eau de Parfum is a little bit more concentrated. It has more oil in it. But after collecting so many fragrances, I have realized that sometimes you can have an EDT and an EDP and they are completely different fragrances. So that's kind of what made me do the video of the Versace Crystal Noir, where I compared the EDT and the EDP. And I just wanted to keep on doing that. So recently, I did pick up the Chanel Chance Eau Tendre, and this is the EDP version. I thought that this was the one that I liked. I ordered it on Sephora, and once I got it and I started to wear it, I noticed that there was something a little bit sharp about this one, and then it made me a little bit curious, and I decided to purchase the small bottle of the EDT to see which one I preferred more. So I am going to start off with the EDP version. I'm going to read the notes really quick for you guys. The main accords are rose, citrus, fruity, musky, floral, sweet, white floral, powdery, fresh, and spicy. And the top notes are quince and grapefruit. Middle notes are rose and jasmine. And the base note is white musk. This one right here, I will say that I do get a lot of that rose in it. Now, I'm going to read the notes for the EDC version, and then we're going to get into my experience with them. So the EDT version, the main accords are floral, fruity, citrus, sweet, fresh, spicy, powdery, white floral, musky, green, and iris. And the top notes for this one are quince and grapefruit, just like the EDP, but in the middle notes, you don't have that rose. You have hyacinth and you have jasmine. Base notes are musk, iris, Virginia cedar, and amber. So you do have more notes in the base notes, which is what makes me prefer the EDT, because when I first sprayed the EDP version, I thought, okay, this is definitely the stronger one. This one's going to last longer. But my skin does something a little weird with these fragrances. I feel like the EDP smells really beautiful. And right off the bat, I'm gonna let you guys know that in this example, you are getting the same scent. There are minor differences between them, but you do not need both of these, and it's best to see which one works better with your skin, because it really just comes down to that rose being different and the EDT having a few more notes in the dry down. The opening is pretty much identical to me, but then quickly as it starts to dry down, that rose really starts coming through in the EDP version. And that's kind of what bothers me a little bit, because I am not a full-blown rose girl. Sometimes I enjoy rose. I enjoy it more if it's more of like a rose water, or if it's like a Bulgarian rose, which is a little bit softer. I also think the Turkish rose, I believe it is, I think I enjoy those, because I do have some fragrances with that type of rose and I do enjoy it. But this rose is rose. Like, you have to like rose, because I do pick it up a lot in this fragrance. Now, the crazy thing with these fragrances is the EDT leaves like this beautiful dry down on my skin, and it's just crazy because I thought that I was going to get more longevity out of the EDP. Now, I do think the EDP is stronger. I do think that it projects a little bit more. It's just that this one is more of a strong floral to me. It's a very floral fragrance. I feel like it's more floral than fruity. And then the EDT version, I do get a little bit more of those fruits, that citrus that's in the opening. I do get more of that. And the florals that are in the EDT, I do enjoy a little bit more. So I would say that when it comes to this EDT and EDP version, it all comes down to, do you like rose or not? If you do not like rose, then I would tell you to check out the EDT version. If you love rose, if you're okay with rose, check out the EDP because they're pretty much the same exact scent. That is the only difference that I pick up in both of these. Also, there is something that I like about the EDT that I don't get in the EDP. I feel like the iris in the EDT gives it this tiny bit of like a powdery vibe to it, and I am just here for it. I love it. I love the touch that it adds to it. I feel like it completes the fragrance for me. Ooh, yes, it just smooths it out for me. It just makes it an all-round really nice fragrance for me. And I don't get that in the EDP. In the EDP, I feel like I keep on sniffing and I'm not reaching like that aha moment like I do with the EDT one. I am thinking about giving this one to my mom when she comes because she is coming soon because I do prefer the EDT, but if I had to wear both of them, I would. And it's not like a huge difference. I'm really magnifying the tiny little differences that are in these two because it's not a crazy amount of differences. I just prefer the EDT. It's a little bit more fresh. It's a little bit more powdery. It still has that feminine girly touch to it. It's beautiful to me. It's just easier for me to enjoy. The EDP version, if I'm having one of those days where it's not my best and I'm a little like sensitive, this one will give me a headache because of the way that the florals are in here. Yeah, it's the rose. It's the rose because that's the only difference in both of them. So yeah, that's pretty much my comparison between these two. I will say that the EDP could be a little bit more of a longer wearing fragrance, but the EDT has notes in it where it kind of makes it a little bit more noticeable on my skin. But if I had to choose projection and performance and kind of like the power of the fragrance, then you're definitely getting a little bit more of those things in the EDP. It is a little bit more concentrated. It is a little bit stronger. So this one definitely, if you like strong fragrances, if you like rose, then go for this one. Now, the EDT still performs really nice. It's not the longest wearing, it's not the most projecting, but I'm okay with that. You guys know me. I don't mind. As long as I have a nice scent bubble around me and I can enjoy it, I'm happy. If I get compliments, that's like an added bonus in my opinion on how I wear fragrances. So yeah, those are the differences. I feel like, and overall, this fragrance to me, I would describe it as like a super girly, the type of fragrance that you wear when you go to the mall, you're gonna go do shopping, you wanna go do your nails. Just pink, very girly, very shampoo-y. It's like shampoo-like, but it's not super fruity. So it's not that type of shampoo where you're getting like a ton of fruits. It's more of that like high-end shampoo, a shampoo that has a little bit more florals in it. It's a little bit more feminine, that type of vibe. That's what I get from this fragrance. I also feel like this fragrance is very easy to gift to someone. I feel like it's a very crowd-pleasing fragrance, and I feel like a lot of people would enjoy this fragrance, especially if the woman is very feminine and it's very into girly things. She's probably going to love this fragrance. But yeah, the more that they both dry down, I just get a more headache inducing type of floral off of the EDP that I don't get in the EDT. So if you're sensitive to florals, if you're sensitive to rose, I would say to skip on the EDP and try the EDT. If I had to choose myself between the EDT or the EDP, I will pick the EDT version, and I'm glad that I got to know them so that I know which one I prefer. So I hope that you guys found this video helpful. Let's go ahead and let's chat in the comments section about these fragrances. Do you own both? Have you smelled both the EDT and the EDP? Which one do you prefer? I cannot wait to hear your thoughts on this. I know that a few of you guys were excited when I let you guys know that I was going to do this video, so I cannot wait to hear your thoughts on it. Thank you so much once again for being here with me. You guys know that it means the world to me, and I appreciate you guys so much. Give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and I will see you guys in my next video.